So, hey guys, what's up? It's me hanging out, doing some stuff. Talk a little bit about some of the stuff that happened, some of the news um, going on right now with Star Wars and Episode 9. Uh, we know for a fact that Lucas is definitely doing, thanks for the thumbs up, by the way, helping try to fix what they broke. Please, and if you can get more people to come in, that'd be great. So what were we gonna talk? Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Last night, if I do sound a little bit stuffed up, it's basically because I'm still a little bit congested, but I feel better. Anyway, last night Craig put a video up, reviews for you, about what was going on, and I did a video about it, but I want to reiterate, we're going to see the Wills. Sorry, guys. Ooh, I have to put my glasses on. Oh, I can't read that. Hi, Jamesh. How are ya? And we need more people in this chat. Come on, man. Let's see what else. We're gonna see the Wills. We're going to see Mustafar. Hayden Christensen is in the movie. We're going to see several different versions of Vader. And he said something funny, and I'm not quite getting it because I remember Mark Hamill, Luke. We'll get to that, Scarecrow. I'll get to that, okay? We're doing Star Wars news first. Mark Hamill basically had told everybody that JJ said he was supposed to be dead. He's dead in this. Well, apparently, Craig said that from what he could see, from what he was looking at, Luke's alive in this. So what does that mean? Well, speculation. We all saw. Oh yeah, Scarecrow. We all saw the scene at the end of The Last Jedi. Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. We all saw The Last Jedi at the end. Luke disappears with his middle arm. All right. Now, either that was something that Ruin didn't think about, or that whatever, somebody didn't catch it, but he didn't leave his arm. Okay. So what does that tell us? That could tell us that what we saw of Luke on that island was not him. It was a force projection. And I really honestly think that we might be seeing that might have been it. Because JJ dropped a picture of Poe, Finn, and Rey hugging. Desert Planet, we know they got done. We know they filmed in Jordan, which is in the Middle East. We know it's a desert country on the border of with Israel, and it's where they actually filmed. Hey Mark, what's up? We know they actually filmed Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade there, so there's a little bit of legacy there. I'm gonna give you guys this because Craig said something about Leia trying to get the Hutts involved in defending the galaxy from the First Order. I don't know about that, Sith Lord. I really don't. That might be his fault, but I guarantee you, JJ saw that and capitalized on it. So where are the Hutts located? They're located on Nal Hutta, and they're located on. Abu Nas is live now. Shit. Anyway, they're located on Nal Hutta, and they're located on Tatooine. They're on a desert planet. It's Tatooine. Where it began is where it ends. Okay? And if George Lucas is involved, we've got all that. Now, he talked a little bit about Rey. Yes, she is connected to Luke, but not in the way some people want her to be. I don't know what that means. The opening card of Craig's video was Palpatine and Rey, which, if they make her a fucking Palpatine, I'm gonna set the goddamn theater on fire. She's gotta be a Skywalker. What, why? Why? Why even care? Why? So, anyway, I honestly think that he kind of confirmed that she's probably Luke's, Luke's niece. And we all know what that sound was, that voiceover was from The Last Jedi, so who knows? I mean, so we got that. And, well, he could be anywhere. He could be hiding out where Obi-Wan was. I mean, could you imagine him thinking, this is the last place they'll look for me? And I'll say I went to go look for the first Jedi Temple. You know? It makes sense, though. Oh, yeah, Scarecrow, it was. It really, really was. It was just a bad one, but just a bad mistake from the get-go. I mean, when you realize, this is other news, the Benioff and Weiss, the Game of Thrones trilogy, guess what? That's going to be set in the Old Republic, okay? Hey, Demogeny, what's up? All right, awesome. We got a big dog in here tonight. Oh, we all know that. Most people in Hollywood are. I mean, but I gotta say this. A lot of my friends who are liberal, who work in Hollywood, especially the ones I get a lot of information. Awesome, dude. Awesome. What was I gonna say? A lot of them don't like the SJWs. They don't like what's going on. And it's very interesting, the infighting going on, just in general in Hollywood right now. It's really funny. I know. Well, if they want to burn Star Wars to the ground and never let it rise again, that'd be great. You know, I don't know, whatever. Brie Larson, we'll talk about her in a second. I don't want to spend too much time on her because people are getting bored with it. All right. And it's one of those things where you just kind of go, there's nothing more you can say about her. There's nothing more we can do. And it doesn't, because Aaron, I'm liberal. All right? I'm a classic liberal. All right? I look at myself and think I'm a libertarian, which means, think about it. I mean, you know, a lot of those guys, like always looked at George Lucas as being yeah, as in the Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, Scarecrow. So that's a plus. Hey, Jeff. Well, Luke is fixing Luke. He's fixing everything else too. I mean, JJ basically said everyone is going to be satisfied. Basically, JJ is, Craig's words, doing a fan service film to placate us. Fan service film? Okay, how about we fix Han and Leia? Okay, that was bullshit. You better give there better be a good goddamn reason. Okay, hey, can y'all hit the like button too here, please? There better be a good goddamn reason for that. You know, fix Luke. I mean, what was all this? You know, so. Well, here's the deal. That rumor that went out that they were going to start thinking about making movies based on the EU, I think is real. I think that was floated out there. And it looked like everybody was like, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah, it was Scarecrow, you're right. And if they do that and they do it animated, so we don't have to go, oh my God, why did you cast that dwarf? I can't look at him. That's not Han Solo. You know, if they do it animated, that'd be great. That'd be really, really great. I mean, I would really, really, I could dig that a lot. I really think they've learned a lesson. But anyway, Let's see what else is going on. Okay, let's talk a little bit about. Oh, well, Thrawn is a favorite character, period. The sequel trilogy is the Thrawn trilogy. It's not this shit. We all know that. But let's talk a little bit about Brie Larson. The movie's coming out on February or March 8th. Disney's big board shareholders meeting is on the 7th. They're begging people to come to see this movie. In fact, they attached the new Avengers trailer to the end of Captain Marvel, which is a call of desperation. Please come see our shitty feminist turd movie. That's exactly what it is. And it is hilarious. So I think if they make $80 million this weekend, I'll be shocked. They're really in a lot of trouble right now. They really, really are. I mean, it's, you know, so and that's all I really want to say. I really don't care about it. She's, Brie, what can you say about Brie Larson? She's a plank of wood. She's also a fucking bitch. I mean, she's just whatever. What else? Now, a viewer sent me an email with a bunch of questions, and I can't leave the camera to go get them. They're in an email, and I can't look at them. But I'm gonna try to at least remember one of them, and then what I'll do is Oh yeah, yeah, you're right, Scarecrow. I'm gonna try to at least answer one of them. Do I think that Kathleen Kennedy did what she did to show George Lucas she was better than him? Yeah, I do. I think she's one of those SJW, dried up feminazi hags who burned her bra back in 1971, who marched around screaming and shouting and, buying into all the bullshit, who worked for men all of her life, who resented it, who runs around. Well, I like that. I like the second one better, Aaron. But basically, Kathleen Kennedy is one of those women, and I've known them my whole life. I don't think she is from Marin County. I honestly don't know where she's from. All I know is that she's and it doesn't matter. All I know is she's a bitch, but she's one of those Hillary Clinton type phony bitches who got where she got because she married well. Okay. I don't believe, I mean, oh God. I feel bad for you, Scarecrow. But anyway, she's just one of those people. And it's like, she took something that wasn't hers and destroyed it. She wanted to do everything over. I mean, she put the story group in, and it had never been a story group before. She then proceeds to hire a bunch of people with absolutely no legitimate experience whatsoever, and ruined it. Just ruined Star Wars, and everybody knows it. And that's the truth, and it sucks, but there it is. So yeah, I believe that she actually deliberately went out to try to one up Lucas. And that's about the only one. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I mean, like one of my friends, who's a movie director, said, she's a coffee maker. That's what she does. People are like, oh, she's a wicked cool producer. Her husband is. Well, Scarecrow, he is trying to help fix it. What's he gonna do? Say no? I'd be the first person going, yeah, she did. She did. She failed miserably. She'll never admit it. Hey, a lot to say. What's up? She'll never admit it. She's she's running around Lucasfilm, from what I heard, blaming man. It's all the man's fault. It's like, you were the head of them. Hey, Critical, you're welcome. Anytime. And she did lie to George Lucas. She did lie to George Lucas intentionally. Hey, how was she? Because she resented him. You gotta know these women. I'm related to one like that. She married well. She married a guy who's an engineer who basically was the body and soul of her business, and it just absolutely was appalling to him. They're now not together. I don't know what that means, divorced or whatever. They're not really, from what last time I heard, they weren't, but who knows? And it's just very interesting to watch these very resentful, angry women wander around doing things, talking to people, and taking responsibility of something they weren't responsible for. Oh, I think it is a personal vendetta or sickness. I really, really do. You have to know these women, all right, to understand. They hate men. Period. Look at the way Hillary Clinton talks about men. She's married to the biggest fucking philanderer on the planet, all right? Why wouldn't, it's like, you hypocrite. You hypocrite, hypocrite, hypocrite. And it's like, so I grew up strongly disagreeing with them. Yeah, man-hater feminazis, that's exactly what they are. And they have really poisoned a lot of young women out there. I mean, they really, really have. I mean, anyway, so here's the question. Here's the point where you guys can ask me anything you want. So you ask me a question and I'll answer it. So go for it. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting, I just got this today. So I'm going to add that to my collection. And, this is awesome. I got Todd Fisher's book about Carrie Fisher and his mother. So, get this on. So there it is. And I am going to start reading that tonight, I think. So there's that. So anyway, if there's anybody... Hey, Stig! All right, well, I'm going to answer my own question. What's my favorite rock band? I don't have one. I wouldn't, I would pull it out in the outskirts. Well, good morning, Stig. I would probably move out into the county away from San Francisco. But I probably not be most influential book. Or let me answer that, and then Jeff will answer. I'll answer. I probably not keep it in San Francisco proper. I mean, all right, can you guys see me? All right, let's go back. Don't go. Most influential book. Probably. I think The Hobbit. I think The Hobbit. I think that would be it. Probably be the one that I would call the most influential. The most influential movie is obviously Star Wars. So there you go. But there you go. I mean, there's so many books I've read though. And my reading goes a gamut from Tolkien and C.S. Lewis and Richard Adams' Watership Down, which is a huge influence on me. If you haven't read Watership Down, you need to, okay? Go get the book, read it. It's in the same vein, kind of, as Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, because he basically makes up an entire language and an entire uh, you know, everything. It's beautiful. That's awesome, Steg. Uh, The Hobbit is a great book. I haven't seen that yet, and I need to. I want to know what rabbit John Boyega played. He never once answered me, and I asked him. My father did the same thing. He read those books once a year, uh, and he absolutely loved them. I mean, I could say, all right, other influential books. Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged, uh, uh, Herman Wouk's The Winds of War, A War of Remembrance. Um, but my reading goes the gamut. My favorite horror movie, The Exorcist. Yeah, I love The Exorcist. Yep, I am. I am. But I lean towards the Constitution, so that must make me a right winger. Oh yeah, he's safe. I mean, from what I gather, from what we've heard, he's running actually the creative side now. Kennedy has no control over creative at all, which is why, if you think about it, it's really funny how they cleared all the movies that she had on her docket to make. Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, la la la. They cleared it all away. The only one they're making right now is Episode 9. I'm not really into 2001 Space Odyssey, but I absolutely love Blade Runner. I love it. Well, if Benioff and Weiss are smart, they will. Hopefully they will. And I don't know what to think about those ballet. I really, I think they're so scared to do the wrong thing. Oh God, no more Gilmore Girl writers, please. I have all of them, Seth. I don't know which one of Blade Runner. I like them all. I like the one. I like the theatrical cut because I want to see it in the theater. I'm a huge Harrison Ford fan, as you know, so I made my sister take me. They had to. Um, and but I like the one where you see the unicorn. And the debate between Harrison and Ridley Scott about is Deckard really a replicant or not is hilarious. Yeah, I think it would too. I've got to actually see it again. I haven't seen it in a while. 2001. I like the final cut a lot. I really, really do, but I have them all. I mean, I got that whole big set. So I was like, I just cashed in, baby. It was a good thing. So yeah, I'm, just kind of, just I look at all of them, and like, like the other night, because we're making the new Ghostbusters, and I was sick as a dog. It wasn't like I couldn't talk. I just felt like it felt like it kicked my ass, what I had. And it was a cold, a low grade fever, so it wasn't the flu. But it was enough to keep me away from the barn to see my crazy animal. And it was enough to keep me curled up on the sofa feeling bad for myself. Um, but anyway, I don't even remember what I was going to say. But anyway, Blade Runner was an influential movie to me. Blade Runner really isn't that slow paced, I don't think. I like Aliens, but I never could really get into those. The first one freaked me out. The second one didn't. But to me, it's like, I gotta be in the mood for that. I really do. I've got a lot of that stuff that I have on DVD and Blu-ray. So, I mean, I could probably throw it in there and watch it someday just to refresh myself. But, the one thing about those movies, Ridley Scott, James Cameron, uh, you know, The first one, Mad Max, was cool, but I just, you know, I can't, I can't get into that kind of post-apocalyptic stuff. And if I offend anyone, kiss my ass. I love Mel Gibson. Uh, Despite all of his flaws, he is a genius filmmaker. Uh, if you haven't seen the the Passion of the Christ, you have to. It will change how you look at everything. Oh, really, Stig? Oh boy, lucky her. Yeah, Ridge was great. It really was. Apocalypto was too. Mel, because he doesn't follow the SJW rules right now in Hollywood, is a pariah, and they never used to be. I mean, and I'll tell you, this stuff started back in the 80s, right after Red Dawn came out. John Milius, huge friend of Steven Spielberg's, huge friend of George Lucas, he's on the opposite side of politics, actually. He's very much a libertarian. He sits on the board of directors for the National Rifle Association. You're right, Aaron, he really does. And after he made that movie, he couldn't get a directing gig. He couldn't get a movie. He couldn't get anything to save his soul. They were so upset with that movie. The movie made a lot of money, okay? They were so upset. Yeah, he did. Uh, yeah, I think he is Stig. I think Mel is an angry drunk, or just a stupid drunk, probably. But yeah, Milius wrote the screenplay to Apocalypse Now. Here's a movie to watch. You want to watch a really good movie? The Wind and the Lion. He wrote and directed it, starring Sean Connery, Candice Bergen when she was absolutely stunning, and Brian Keith as Teddy Roosevelt, and it's a phenomenal movie. It truly is I think one of my favorite movies. Oh, I've got some more news. Another one of my friends, one of my Hollywood friends, said that there's a new rumor going out about what uh, the uh, title of episode 9 will be, and the new thing that I heard was Rebellion Rising, or Rebellion Reborn, or something like that. That's totally effing lame. I mean, I'm not going to say what he said. They pushed Indiana Jones off to 2021. Okay? So I don't even know if they're going to make it because of all this shit that she did. Okay? She could leave Lucasfilm and still help produce it. You know, getting Lucas coffee, getting Steven coffee, Kylo's Risings. God. But, you know, this thing doesn't really, I know, it just, Rise of the Rise of the Rebellion. Rebellion Renewed, Solo. It's, Mark basically complained that Solo came out too soon. I think he feels bad for Alden Ehrenreich, but I don't. A man's got to know his limitations. And being a 4'5" dwarf and trying to play Han Solo ain't gonna cut it. Especially with the soy voice. And the weird shaped head and the hair, and, you know. Sorry, dude. Sorry. No, I can't do it. No. You know, what the fuck were they thinking? The Will of the Force would actually be a great title. Actually, is that something you heard, or did you just make that up? Yeah, it's like a Hobbit trying to play her. Hey, man, that's what I call, that's what I call him. The Hobbit, the discount Hobbit. Well, you made that up? Ah, figures. I love it, though. The Will of the Force. That's a good good title. I really don't want to see another live action Solo movie. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. They fucked up the character. They made him a wimp. Since when is Han Solo a wimp? You know, this book I just got by Timothy Zahn, by the way. Uh, you know, you know, Han is a conniving badass. They're gonna do Solo. They're gonna do it right, or they're not gonna do it at all. And they prove they can't do it right. Period. You know. And another thing, you can't do Star Wars like you can do Marvel. All right, I compared Marvel to cotton candy. Star Wars isn't cotton candy. It's up there with Lord of the Rings and the Chronicles of Narnia. That would be great, but you know, I really want to do this. I really want to do a Solo origin fan film. You know, I really, really do. I really, really want to do it and show them that it can be done. I don't know how to finance it. I know I could get a director if I needed him. It would be like, I would say 10, 15 minutes long. All you want is from one thing to another, and that's it. Just to give an idea. And get someone that can actually do the role. And I know there are guys out there that can. But, excuse me, I really would love. Hey, Mara. John is an interesting guy. I follow him on Twitter. I've actually had conversations with him. Hey, Mass Panther. And I've got to say, I don't hate him. I don't think he knows what to do with himself. You know, he'll put stuff out there on Twitter, and it's like I almost feel sorry for him. He's a very interesting guy. He was speculating because they're. I'll say Scarecrow. I'll talk to you later. Be well. But anyway, he was speculating. I think about there's like a screen awards thing where it's like the worst screen script in for Hollywood in the year, and he was like, maybe my dad and I could win that. They knew it was bad. Favorite Star Wars ship that isn't the Falcon? The Executor. That's one badass ship. That's one bad mofo ship. Third, X-Wing fighters. Fourth, I really can't get in with the Mon Calamari cruisers and that. It's just, they don't look right to me. They don't look like battle wagons. You know? I mean, they just, you know. But yeah, the Executor. Ah, Vader's, huh? Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing though. I learned this on Twitter from Raul Mares. He basically is doing a kind of an educational symposium on Twitter about the ships. The ships, the fighters that had light speed capabilities were rebel ships. It was the X-wings, but the TIE fighters did not. Think about that one. How long did did Vader have to wait, yawing and hemming and hawing all over the galaxy after Han sent him spinning? It's kind of funny, don't you think? Damn him. Yeah, that was a cool ship too. Yeah, yeah. But you know, the whole thing that Raul's doing is actually a service. I really, really think that Disney knows now that they really fucked up. You know, especially when you think that Kathleen Kennedy was supposed to be an interim, and because The Force Awakens did so well, they're like, oh well, we'll just keep her on. He is a professor. He really, really is. He's awesome. I mean, I just enjoy seeing his tweets. You guys saw what he sent me, right? You got, oh my God. If you haven't, I'll show it to you. This is so cool. Just wait. Come down with me. Oh, I have a bad back. I want you guys to know that. So I can't just jump down. Now, Raul saw this at a con in Mexico, and I loved it so much, he got me one too. Isn't that cool? Isn't that like the coolest thing you've ever seen? I'm so proud of this. I can't even. I mean, I gotta get it framed. But it's like, you know, he's just sitting there in his captain's seat, you know, drinking some calf, reading a book. Yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of other ones here. When I get these framed, I'm gonna do a framing video, but I've got a lot of other stuff I got that I have to do an unboxing video for, because what I'm doing is I'm going through vintage Hallmark Star Wars stuff and buying it. Now, I got to admit, and I learned this lesson, if they don't show the ornament outside the box, don't buy it. I've gotten 2 or 3 that were damaged, okay? It pissed me off, so I have to rebuy those because I don't want damaged goods. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, but the Christmas tree that's going to be in here, you bet, Ballet, you know it. Oh yeah, I mean, that's how she got it, and that's what everybody in Hollywood is saying. I mean, I really question just how popular she is. I really, really do, because I don't, you know me, I'm a cynic. I don't buy that shit. I really, really don't. But, you know, back to what I'm doing is, I'm collecting a lot of Hallmark keepsake. Isn't that a great picture? Just sitting in the cockpit, reading a book. Chewie's probably going, I don't get it. You know? But, I mean, to me, that's Han. You know, that's the Han that, you know, we all got to know, you know, reading the EU. It's in the Han that these, you know, F sticks gave us is not him. You know, I mean, because you can imagine, I mean, think about it. His origin story is so complex in the EU, and it should have been told, at least in a way, because there were some problems with it. But the whole way how he met Chewie, how he fought his way to get into the Imperial Academy, and then because he wouldn't commit basically what would be an illegal order, follow an illegal order, you know, he got kicked out. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. You're right. I mean, you know, and the way Ray just slams the door on him at the end of TLJ, I mean, that's, you know, to me, that's the family saying F off and die. Craig did say we are going to see different phases of Vader. I don't know if he threw Anakin in that or not, but there's a rumor going out there that I know, Stig, I know. I can't stand looking at him. It's very arrogant of him to assume he could do the role. Um, uh, you know, but we are going to see, you know, 3 phases of Vader. And honestly, there's a rumor going out. There's a rumor going out. Yeah, he did. That Rey has a conversation with Anakin. Okay. Which I really don't know what that means. I am, you know, I am actually hybrid. I haven't, but I think I need to. He's not appearing to Kylo. Vader is, from what I gathered. If I think, all right, but if you look at the yin and yang thing, he's the dark, she's the light. You know, I mean, who knows? I'm just like, I'm all mystified. I really don't. They're so scared to make a wrong step anymore. No, shouldn't be redeemed. He doesn't need to be redeemed. After what he did to Han, I don't want. If I had kids, I would not want them to watch those movies. Right? Because the lack of parental respect is beyond. Beyond. Yeah, because he's her grandfather, Stig. And I don't think he does that. I think if that's the way she finds out, look, what Craig said is that everything in episode 9, all the answers to all those questions will be answered. Episode 8 is going to be like it didn't happen. Okay? All right? Episode 8 is going to be like it didn't happen. Yeah, I wish he would. Han's Force Ghost comes up and kicks him into it. I would pay to see that. And, so, but there is a rumor out there. Mara, see, I don't, because she was at the academy when they came to kill all the kids. And he saves her, So, how much training did she get? That's the thing, we don't know. And it should have been answered. And it wasn't, because Rian Johnson wanted to, give JJ the middle finger, and so did the story group. That was a story group story. TLJ was a story group story. That's it. I mean, that is it in a nutshell. I don't know. Well, the last time I looked at Pablo's Twitter, he is drawing Transformers and not really talking about Star Wars. Mara, they haven't shown the I know what pictures you're talking about, but Mustafar is in it. That's what Craig said. Okay, so they are going to Mustafar, and I don't think it's her at all. It's Mustafar. He's going to Mustafar, where he runs into Vader's Force Ghost, or a Sith. I mean, what I want to know is, why is this guy running around looking like he's a Sith and he's not one? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, Mara. Sorry. I'm trying to read and talk. No, because they weren't on Mustafar. It went from Cloud City to Luke's temple being burned to the Academy being attacked and all the kids dying in the rain to Rey being left in Jakku to Starkiller Base. All right, I have that thing. I've dissected that thing so many times. And I've got to tell you, I tried to watch it the other night, and I couldn't get through half of it. I was so pissed off. It might be, but I don't know. And also, it also might be Brie Larson trying to get fired. I can't imagine, because she does not like the character at all. She doesn't want to play Captain Marvel. She's basically kind of said that, I think. It's, we'll see. I mean, they're going to learn one way or another. There's not going to be a film industry. I mean, I think there's a video of both George Lucas and Steven Spielberg talking about that to a bunch of kids at USC Film School, saying, our business is dying. The era of the blockbuster, summer blockbuster is over. And it's not because there's no need or want for movies at theaters. I mean, I actually prefer to go to a movie at a theater. All right. There's so many distractions at home. The problem is the shit. They make shit. All right. Well, no, I guess it's not. I mean, well, she thinks she's up there with, you know, Harrison Ford and, Tom Cruise and shit. She's not. I mean, she's up there kind of like with the B-list people like Gerard Butler and stuff. Oh, Amazon is. I don't like Jeff Bezos. I think he's kind of a scumbag, but it he's okay. I mean, he's I tolerate him about that much. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I kind of like Elon Musk. I know, Stig. That's the issue. Is going to a movie. You got your popcorn, your soda, and you're being lectured to by a bunch of Stalinists. It's like, shut the fuck up. Hey, Maz. Thank you for the like you like. I appreciate that. Well, Man in High Castle is a good show. Did you guys? Oh God, what was that show called? It was on it was on Netflix, and it was Maggie Gyllenhaal, An Independent Woman, I think it was called. It was really good. Yeah, here's the thing. We used to go for the social experience and have fun. I mean, I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark 8 times the summer it came out. I saw Return of the Jedi 8 times when it came out. Okay. My friends and I would go on a Friday afternoon and just go. And it, no, you weren't, and you shouldn't be. Harrison Ford says it best. I'm going to paraphrase. There are customers. We're here to make. We're here to make them happy. We're here to, and when you're telling people that don't necessarily agree with you that you're evil because you're white and you're a man, it's like, my thing about Brie Larson is, what happened to her? I mean, really, what happened to her? Really understand it at all. Her. I'm worried about that too. Actually, Maz Steg, I don't, I don't watch Game of Thrones. And that's the thing. Yes, Freddie Mercury, the greatest rock star of all time. Give the audience, I'm a performer, give the audience what they want. Instead of, you suck. And I don't, do we women honestly need any more girl power shit? Do we? I know I don't need it. I know none of you need it. I know Mara doesn't need it. Ballet dancer doesn't need it. And none of the guys want to hear it. Okay? I'm not a victim. I'm not. All right? Hey, Joey. Yeah, I'm hoping that if they go to the books, they'll go for no wokeness. Reflecting politics, which is what Lucas did, which was better than what we got right now. Oh God, no more. No, we don't need it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's no, he wasn't. And really, the only thing that I caught out of that bothered me at the time was Newt Gunray. It's like that's a little bit ham-fisted, don't you think? But other than that, I mean, I watched those movies plenty enough to see that there's absolutely no parallel to Clinton being impeached and any of that, because that was the time that we were living in. That was a time when I basically was working in DC. So, you know, all right. Yeah, they were about totalitarianism and stopping it. See, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I really believe deep in his heart, George Lucas is a libertarian, left leaning sort of libertarian. Because, you know, those deleted scenes from A New Hope, when Wedge is basically explaining what the Empire is doing, Ayn Rand could have written those. I mean, she could have. It's like, really? Really? Mr. Democrat? You know, he's an interesting guy. I mean, I would love to actually have a conversation with him. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Oh man, I don't know about this. It's good, but kind of peppery at the very end of it. This wine that I'm drinking right now, hubby went out and bought it, so I'm not kind of about it. It's okay. It's okay. I like it more mellow. Like it more mellow, more. All right, characters added to present. And Stig is right. If you show a character who is only presented for their skin color or whatever, they're only going to be skin deep. All right? And that's the problem right now with Disney Star Wars. That's the problem with Disney as a whole. And Jeff is right too. You're right. When a nation is in despair, yep. You're right there too. And that's the thing, is that we can never find ourselves despairing. All right? We can't, because there's nothing to despair about, A, right now. B, except our political, the bullshit going down in Washington, which is why I tend to get mad. If you follow me on Twitter, you know, I will call out Mark Hamill every once in a while saying, can we talk about something else? Because I worked in politics. I don't want to hear about it one day a week. I don't want to hear about Trump, Pelosi, anybody. Let it go. Let's have a vacation from it, you know? And that's the one thing Star Wars was a vacation from the bullshit. Yeah, and you're exactly right. You're exactly right, Arsenis. You are exactly right. You know, Palpatine was absolutely the perfect bad guy, I think, in that. And I mean, he really, really was. I'm shocked at how well the character was written in the prequels. Oh, I love it. Hey guys, I love it. Oh God, it's like old home week right now. Mara, Jeff, and Tamanj and I, yay! Oh man. No, it doesn't, and they won't let it end. They just want to keep doing it, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I get mad about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about politics from the people that are supposed to bring me happiness and joy an hour a week, you know? He did steal the show in the prequels. He did. The only one that came close, I think, and was Phantom Menace and Qui-Gon Jinn. I know they are, and they're not going to shame me. Trust me. First off, I have no shame. Second of all, I know right from wrong. And that's it. I'm not gonna listen to that shit. I'm just not. I know. And you wanna know what? When you know you're right, it doesn't matter. And, I could be anybody, but when you're right. And about this stuff, about entertainment, about what it's supposed to be doing and what it's not supposed to be doing, we're all right. Okay, all of us right here. Keep your politics out of our entertainment. Oh yeah, well, I love that about Lucas and how he really worked on that one. Yeah, 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 you're right, Demanjanai. I know. I would love to have seen that. Drunk 3PO's in the house. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, yo, dude. Yo. Yeah, well, your Snoke theory sucks. Remember Ballet Dancer? Our Snoke theory sucks. I mean, God almighty. Oh, yeah. I mean, Lucas is a product of the environment he grew up in. They're so better educated than even we are. And I graduated in 1986 from high school. I have a college degree, but they were truly so well educated, which is why they're way up here when they talk about stuff, and why I don't think a lot of them understand these SJWs, because the SJWs are ignorant morons. I mean, Captain Marvel Viewing Fund? Oh my God, I love it. This is so funny. I love having big dogs in the house, man. This is cool. Oh man, so anyway, I mean, so we know what's going on. That they're going to Mustafar. I think the desert planet that they're on is Tatooine. Craig had not seen Mark in a lot of the call sheets, but he knows for a fact that he's not dead in in the movie. So I mean, we'll just have to see. I mean, I don't know. Oh God. You guys are making me laugh right now. I don't want to shut down, and I'm about ready to. Holy shit. Now that we got other people here, so ask me anything as long as I'm sitting here and I'm. Thank you, drunk. Thank you. Thank you very much. SEO's in the house. Rar. Rar. I don't think it will. Yes, they made Tarkin gay. Of course. Because representation. One has to ask Peter Cushing, who I think actually was gay from what I heard, how would you. How am I going to, as Star Wars. I don't understand that, Demanjanai. Do I think it's going to be? No, it's not. No, they're. I know JJ tried to sell it, and I haven't heard anything since. So I don't know. Oh, I disavow that Tarkin story too, Demanjanai. I do. It's like, what the fuck? Try to respect at least something that Lucas did, okay? You horses' asses, okay? Because, yeah, I mean, Cushing, pretty sure Peter Cushing's going, what? Yeah. I mean, those guys were old school men. They really were. They were so cool and they were so amazing. All of them. I mean, I think I have a recording of of one of them doing heavy metal. Yeah, that's great. They own X-Men now. Here's Disney. Fuck you. You know? Here's the deal. No, he wasn't gay. No. No, he wasn't. Now, someone yeah, Christopher Lee did a metal album. And I think I have it somewhere on DVD or on CD somewhere. Yeah, yeah, you know, it's like they can't stand normality. We've got a bunch of like mentally ill weirdos running around, you know, God almighty. I mean, it's tiring to me. They give me a headache. You know, you want to take aspirin and go to sleep with these people. Yeah, I would have too. I mean, I know I am being nice to him. They can all go fuck themselves, actually. You know how mean I am to them. I have to watch myself, though, because I get in trouble on Twitter. One of my favorite YouTubers, Jericho Green. You want to see a brother who keeps it real? Holy crap. Got suspended from Twitter because he sent something, a friend of him has sent something to him, and he posted back something halfway. Very funny, drunk. That was pretty lewd and profane, but I've not seen anybody say any worse, or I've seen worse. He got suspended. Oh my God. If you guys want to subscribe to a YouTube channel, Jericho Green, because he brings the heat. He brings the hammer and he doesn't apologize. And he's really, really good at it. He's a smart guy too. I mean, he's a Navy veteran. Oh, I know. Well, they all get to band together and tell everybody what to think. Only reason why I'm on Twitter is because of you guys. And because every once in a while I get likes from Lorraine Newman, Peter Mayhew, Mark Hamill, and Billy D. Williams once. I don't know, Critical. I really, really don't know. Because I know for sure that Lucas really is helping with this, I don't know. I don't know how he would actually feel about doing that, you know, because changing the past, you know, is not something that is Star Warsy. You did? From Robert Davi? I love Robert Davi. I have friends, and I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I am friends with Didi Sorvino, who is Paul Sorvino's wife. All right, so I that's another Hollywood connection, and they are great. Big Polly's doing another mob TV show where he's playing the big boss, and he is, you know, he's awesome. I love that guy. I love them. They're so funny. They're so cute. Oh yes, he does, but he does it. Robert Davies does it with grace and a certain charm. Uh, but my favorite's got to be James Woods. I mean, he makes me laugh so hard. I'm drinking coffee in the morning, going through Twitter, seeing his tweets and spewing coffee all over the place. That guy makes me laugh. That guy is hilarious. I mean, that guy, if there was a Twitter Awards for best tweeter, he would win it, hands down, because he has defined sarcasm in a way that it hasn't been. No, he doesn't have a filter. I mean, I don't know. I think the only way they can they can fix this mess is can all of it, can the entire Disney canon, bring back the EU, say my bad, and apologize. Yes, drunk, it would. It would come in second. With Ethan and those guys. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, they did, I guess, introduce time travel in Rebels. So maybe they'll do it. I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I want that in there either. I think they're thinking about it. I think they're trying to think about how to get us back. And here's what I would do, and then I'm going to close it up because I'm getting really tired. What I would do is decanonize everything, turn what we've got, you know, the canon that they've got right now into their legends, bring back the EU in a streamlined version, and then do it in the correct way. All right? Because I gotta tell you, they want to sell girl power. Leia Solo, Jaina Solo, Mara Jade. You can't get any more badass bitch than them, right? Am I right? I'm right, right? So, you know, why go to Rey when you've got them? I mean, this is my thing. The people that took over Lucasfilm after George left thought they could do it better, and they've sadly mistaken. They deluded themselves. I would like to feel bad for them, but I don't. Ahsoka, yeah, bring Han back. Yes, I would, to bitch slap the little brat. Yeah, if they did a Jaina Solo spinoff where, you know, her parents might still be alive, but they're just like there, and she's off doing something, that would be awesome. Everybody would love that. I mean, you know, hell, Daisy could have played that role. I got no problem with Daisy. Don't get mad at me. Don't be a hater. You know, it's her character that sucks. I mean, it's like, oh God, why would you do that to a young actress like that? Yes, it is. And you know, when you live in an open sewer, and it is like San Francisco, or LA, where you can now get typhus by walking down the street, you know, you live in a deluded place. Yeah, yeah, I would go on opening night. I really, really would. So, hey, guys, I'm actually about 10 minutes almost over my allotted time. The bar is closed. Their characters are bland. They were sour and bland. Anyway, so the bar is closing. Yeah, I thought, all right, we'll get a drink, Jedi Mistress. It doesn't mean you guys can't hang out, you know, but I've, you know, this was supposed to be an hour, and my voice is going. So anyway, I want y'all to have a good night. Remember, tip the Wookiee bartenders 20%. Don't start a problem, because I can't control Wookiees once they start the shit. So anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll see you around the galaxy. See you around the canteen.